Welcome graduates, family members, nursing faculty, and administrators to this joyous occasion, the pinning of the graduating class of May 2011. This is an incredible afternoon to celebrate and honor these graduates' hard work over the past 2 years. Nursing school is not an easy endeavor. These graduates have really worked hard to get here. First, there were all those nasty prerequisite courses and the famous waiting list. Truly a test of patience, right? The first test to see if they can make it in nursing school. Once they're accepted into the program, the real fun begins with the countless hours of lecture, studying for many, many long hours, and taking lots of nursing exams, with every question having 2 good answers. They learn the language of nursing. BID no longer means bid, it now means BID. Twice a day. Good job, guys. Make us proud. Emmanuel Cassé.
Yeah, now when I see, I say, oh, okay, so a woman.
Sources say that graduate nurses recite the Nightingale Pledge and then light a commemorative candle or lamp in the nursing symbolic gesture. This tradition is the representation of the elegant history of nursing, a sign of a difficult journey, and the light of hope and healing these new nurses will bring to their patients in their care. At this time, the graduates will light their lamp to continue this deep tradition of nursing knowledge and patient care. May your lamp always shine brightly for the patients in your care.
invite you now to hold your candles close and recite the Nurses' Pledge. I solemnly pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice nursing. I will do all in my power to maintain the highest standards of my profession. I will treat those entrusted to my care with respect, affirm their innate worth, and hold in confidence all matters committed to my keeping. I promise to work with all other healthcare providers in an atmosphere of mutual respect and consideration. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly strive to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and use them wisely.
And on behalf of the State Board, let me extend our sincerest congratulations to all of you. Thank you. For all of us, this celebration tonight would not have been possible without the caring, support, dedication, and skill of the college's faculty and staff. Please join me in recognizing them for the key role they played in helping our graduates with their journeys. Please welcome Marty Leon. I would first like to extend my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you, the graduating class of 2011. I am truly honored to be given this opportunity to address you tonight. I would also like to sincerely thank some of my previous instructors that are here tonight, Alma, Jan, and Rachel. Teachers who dedicate their energy, time, and lives in order to help others gain knowledge are truly remarkable and unselfish individuals. I believe in the coming years that you graduates will also feel more appreciative of the care and support your teachers provided to help you with your education. I first went to Africa on my honeymoon in 1965, graduating from college as a teacher. After graduating from college, my husband Drew had already spent 2 years doing humanitarian work in Ethiopia. As newlyweds, we decided that we would spend 3 years as volunteers living and working in Africa, teaching the people better ways of doing things, and then return to the United States to live. Living in Africa presented some very serious personal challenges and difficulties, particularly those first few years. Our firstborn child, Mary, died in 1967. Living in the middle of the Civil War, I was machine gunned in both legs one evening in 1968. In 1969 and 70, we constructed a hospital in the town where we lived. Because of the civil war at that time between Ethiopia and Eritrea, we saw many gunshot wounds and related serious trauma in our hospital. I learned to give general anesthesia because there was no one else that could. We have almost 2,000 orphan children in our care. We, as well as the many American doctors and nurses we send to live and work with us in Africa, are all volunteers. In Ethiopia, about 6 years ago, there was a 10-year-old girl named Alamitu who was brought to our hospital, which is situated in a very remote, isolated area of southwestern Ethiopia. Alamitu had epilepsy. Her tribe and family, not understanding what was wrong with her, decided to throw her into the river, where she surely would have been eaten by the crocodiles that lived there. A kind, elderly passerby from our area saw what was happening and asked if he could take Alamitu to the American hospital to see if they could help her with her problem. When he brought her to us, she was properly diagnosed and continues on medication today. In time, when she was well and feeling better, we tried to return her to her family. They wouldn't even allow her inside their home. She had to sleep outside under a thorn tree that night. When the kind, elderly man left the next morning to bring Alamitu back to us because he didn't know what else to do with her, the family burned the very ground where she had spent the night. Today, Alamitu is a happy and healthy young woman who now helps us with the many younger orphan children we care for in Ethiopia. In 1994, I took a medical team of doctors and nurses to Rwanda, immediately following the tragic and horrendous genocide that occurred there. We set up and operated a medical center for the returning refugees from neighboring Congo so that they could receive medical care and treatment. We would rise early every morning around 5 o'clock, and we worked long, hard hours, barely having time even to sit down except for meal times. Bedtime was about 11. It was normal for us to see and treat more than 500 sick men, women, and children each and every day. One morning as I was waking, I was dreaming that I was sleeping in a grass hut in the Sudan where we had worked for 18 years. I dreamt that a gecko, a type of lizard, had fallen off the grass roof of my tukul, as we call houses in Africa, and had landed in my hair. As I reached under my pillow to grab my flashlight, which I always kept there, I realized that I had been very wrong. It wasn't a gecko after all, but a very large rat that had been in my hair. And there it sat on the wall just above my head where I had been sleeping. Most everyone living here in the United States lives in luxury compared to the people I work with in Africa. Here in the United States, we have running water in our homes, electricity, food you can buy at the local market. In Africa, 100% of the people we serve have no electricity, no running water inside their houses, no flush toilets, even today. It's just not okay at all for anyone in our world to be thrown in the river for the crocodiles to eat. It's just not okay at all for people in our world today to not have enough food to eat every day and not have enough clean water to drink. What are you, the graduating class of 2011, going to do with the rest of your life? I'm not suggesting that you take off and move to Africa to live and work. What I am suggesting to you is that you do whatever it is that you possibly can to help your brothers and sisters in need in our world. Whether they are here in Colorado, in another country, wherever the need is great. In closing, I would like to share with you some important things that I have learned in life. Do the very best that you can at all times, in all ways. We are all humans, and as humans, we all make mistakes. Give those around you who make mistakes a second chance. Compassion is a very necessary component, or should be, in our lives. Give justly to those, to help those in our world who just don't have it as good as you and I do. Try to be flexible and open-minded about life. Your life is not going to be exactly as you want or dream. There will always be challenges and surprises you were not expecting. I believe that God gave me the opportunity to help those in great need in Africa. I was in the right place at the right time. I sincerely believe that we each have opportunities to help others. I pray that you recognize such opportunities when they cross your path and not ignore them. At Front Range Community College, you have been given the gift of a good education. You now have the tools in your hands to make your lives as well as the lives of others so much better. Congratulations, good luck, and may God bless you.
Associate of Applied Science and Multimedia Technology with a concentration in